let's see. I have to change this. Oh, that was quick. Let's see. Okay. How am I gonna change my audio? Or I guess let me restart the game. That might be a first thing to do. So save. 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 Cool. Do that. There we go. Okay. Huh, that isn't coming through, huh? Or no, it is. But it's on here? Why isn't it going through my headset? There we go. No. Oh, that's right, Moogle shop. Moogle, buy. I can buy some other stuff. Spirits life, hold its light close and you'll feel it rain. Feels heavy, although something's dragging it down. I am not going to have any sense to figure out what all these are. Human Dial turn spirit green, spirit yellow. Okay, so this is dyes. And recipes. Custom materials create happy rep and a prickle mane? Sure. Can I buy more than one? No, I can only buy one. No, just one. Oh, I also do want to make sure I have this on a good setting. Custom balance. Auto. Let's customize and keep it just like that. Alright. Hold on, is that? No. I have 5 of those in stock? 7, 10. Alright. And Quick Blitz. Do I have any? I have 1 in stock. I have 1 of all these in stock. Let's probably get another one so I can add to my thing. And command deck, edit deck. Oh, it's all the way down here. Didn't even see that. Okay, edit deck, actions, no, combat deck. I can only keep 4 things. It leaves us 3 at the moment. Okay. I don't like sliding dash, so just do quick blitz and trade sleep for blizzard, so we can just be more oriented to keep that there. Good. Good. Alright. Okay, where the hell are we going? maybe it's over here.
Sorry.
Oh, it's locked over here. Hold on. This area? Are we able to go through here? Or I can't go during battle. Dang, he's gonna chase me all the way over here? Oh, that's right, I need to go and hit the... I need to use my little Dream Eater. Alright, cool. Can I leave this area? Oh, so I can kind of like roll kick off of the other things then. Alright, let's go back over here. And what, maybe Gizmo Shop? No, Gizmo Shop is closed. I was gonna say, that doesn't auto kill him, does it? No. Alright. Third district. Alright. Let's see where else we can go. Merlin's spot? Nope, that's still closed. Oh, but there's a thing over here. Open. Confetti candy. Is there anything over here? Boop, boop. And nothing over here. Where am I supposed to go then? That's closed. I was over here in second district a moment ago. Where the hell did we go before? Do I need to activate this thing again? Oh, maybe after I kill these guys. And then we go and activate our link. Oh, I can't activate yet, apparently. Alright. Hey, I appear after having used your shield money. What's up, bud? I know this whole week's just been... It's just been a lot of catch up to be doing. Let's see. Where the hell am I supposed to be going? Maybe I go this direction. Hold on, dudes, we're not fighting. Maybe I need to go Dalmatians area? It is this area. Oh, it isn't. Okay. Unless I can't go over in these directions because of battles. Isn't this my dude? Okay, it's not my dude. Yeah. I won't say busy, but normal-ish day. It was a normal-ish day to my usual dental life and everything, so sweet as always, usually. Making dentures, cracking jokes. That's the best part of it, is that I can just, me and my buddy can just crack jokes all the time, and it's just super fun. And then just make our own inside jokes that are just terrible. It's even better. Alright, where in the hellion do I go as Riku? Oh, maybe I can jump. Maybe I can jump back as Sora. Can't I do that or something like that? Mementos, report, figures, items, command deck, spirits. No, sorry, little Dream Eater. Drop. There it is. That's so interesting. Ordinary day, just a peaceful, uneventful day. Oh yeah, hey, it's kind of like what I was saying. Drop decelerator, slows down the drop gauge, and balloon, the toy train, blah, 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 blah. Let's do decelerator. And we'll claim the rest. What about you? Anything fun over on your side? Oh, it did pop me off over here. Okay, so it leaves me off exactly where I went and fell asleep in, which is cool.
Yeah, ha, yeah. Freeze. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. There.
Alright, so in this area, which is where I came from.
Yeah. Ha. Hey. Fine. Ha.
Oh, I missed my quick
Hey.
blitz.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Freeze.
Oh, that went right over his head.
Yeah. Ha. Hey. Hey. Hey.
I need to use more flow motion, that's what I need to get used to.
Oh. Ha. Yeah. Ha.
Drop me no, that's fine. And I need to pay attention a little bit more to the map down here.
Yeah. Ha. Hey. Ha. Yeah. Freeze. Yeah.
Drex guy, hey, what's up?
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you doing? Even though I know it's
Ha.
generally late for everyone.
Ha.
Been a bit though.
Ha.
That thing just basically I work today and tomorrow I'm off. That's sweet.
Ha. Yeah.
Tomorrow's kind of like a weird, like,
Ha. Yeah.
it can be a half day for me. It doesn't really have to be a. You got banned in ROK Ragnarok online? Is that what we're talking about, Trex? Usually, I'm thinking RO Korean. Am I thinking? This is just all MMO brain. Rise of Kingdoms. Oh, okay. I was thinking the old Ragnarok game that it's I guess it's still playing, but oh, that sucks. Man, it blows getting banned too. I remember having in that game Ragnarok getting like my main account banned because I had a girlfriend on there and I taught her how to use the botting system, and I was like, okay, just put this on if you want to have my character. I programmed it enough to be able to bot tank for people, tank monsters for people so they can just go and beat them up and for my character. And I remember she got caught, and then I remember coming home and I'm like, why can't I log on to my account? I've had this account for like 4 years. And then it was like, oh no. And then I was like, hey, did something happen? She's like, yeah, this happened. And I was like, well, that fucking sucks, but I'll get over it. Never got over it. But you know what was a trip? Because because that account got banned in. That account must have gotten banned in at least 20, or not 20, in 2000, probably 2006, 2007. That account got banned, but it's not a permanent ban. But it was like, oh, might as well freaking be banned permanently. It was said to be unbanned in 2024, which is freaking crazy because it's like, oh, that's like, let's see, 2007 to 2024. That's a 17-year ban or something. I might be having my numbers wrong. 17-year ban. And it's like, oh man, that's gonna suck. Probably never gonna play that game. I'm never gonna get that account back. And 2024, my one of my other buddies, he got I think it was his brother got his account banned somewhere in the same time frame vicinity, but it was like a year earlier. So his was due to come in 2023, and he went and logged into the account, and there's all of his characters and all of his old stuff that's like super before the economy of that game like super went to trash, and he was like, hey, go check that old account of yours. And I can check it. I have to kind of like refigure out the login data, the login name and password and everything. But I would love to see my old account back and running, just because it would have just because it has so much history on it that me and my buddies have all built up. That would be cool to wait out a 17-year ban. And I wish I could have my because on that account I play like weird versions of weird specs of characters. It'd be the opposite of like what their like main intention was to be. So like if you're gonna play like a support, like in that game it'd be called priest, I would play them and spec them out to be like a battle priest. So instead of putting my stats into intelligence and vitality for health and defense and everything, I would put mine all into agility, strength, critical damage, and just go and just bludgeon people. And they wouldn't expect it. They'd be like, oh, I can just knock out this priest with this, and then all of a sudden they're trying to hit me, and I'd have so much agility that I would dodge their attack. I'd be able to dodge their attacks, and they're like, oh, what the hell is this? And then I start fighting back, and they're like, oh, this is weird. If you had limited items, the problem would be important. I know that is something that I was kind of considering. I know on my character I would just have like standard, like tough to get items, but like the economy is so trash in that game now. It'd be like if I had a Fen card, which a Fen card would allow you to cast. If you were to cast a spell, you can't get interrupted by it, but your cast time increases by like 25%. And I know like back then it was worth like 3 million zenny, and probably these days it's probably like 320 million zenny. It's so upside down, topsy-turvy. It's, if anyone was to join that game now, that they wouldn't stand a chance to purchasing anything or having any gear without having someone really walk them through. Yeah, I only got banned for a day, but okay, but left sour taste out. Yeah, that does suck. I feel ya. That would probably that'd probably make me feel different about going back to it. Actually, because you're mentioning that, I want to see what the thing. Yeah, they said script botting. Yeah, I remember programming bots to be able to do like certain conditions and everything. And it's like, oh, they're super fun to do. And even now to think about it, on how I learned how to do that back when I was like 14, 15, I was like, damn, I was really invested into botting just so I can just level up or just get dungeons. But the main reason I would bot is I would just put my battle priest in a very popular place for like kind of people that were leveling up, and then I would just have it say, I would have it script say, hey, follow me if you want a tank, and then anyone that would just follow me would just get I would just run Loyang and just tank these monsters for people to just kill, because the monsters couldn't hit me because I was too specced out to dodge them, and even if I got hit or if they got hit, I would just heal myself or buff them. So I mainly played more of a tanking support battle role for that character, so I was just more beneficial, and I felt like it wasn't as bad, but they totally had the legitimate reason to ban me, which is okay. Let me check that. Rise of... Oh, okay. So it's kind of a. I was looking at Rise of Kingdom to see what they had. The customers, they had all the details. Okay. So it's like a Civ, like a RTS game. It looks like for Rise of Kingdom. Oh, okay. I never fully got into RTS games too much, but
Yeah.
I mean, I had a lot of friends I had a good amount of friends that were into them, like playing StarCraft and everything like that. I just never had the planning power to be able to play them efficiently, I feel like. This is a big area.
Yeah.
And given it one star review, then development Google
Wow.
plays
Never been
and
this
play
way
admitted
before.
it was false, but that was the point.
what's
Damage was
that?
done. Yeah. That's what I should have done back then.
Hey,
Oh, it's
any
rhythm.
chance you're Neku's
I think it's
partner?
rhythm.
Huh?
Or rhyme.
I'm not really sure. All I know is that my name is Rhyme.
You mean you've lost your memory?
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
I played StarCraft and Warcraft mostly in my middle school and
You
high
know
school
what they
life.
always say.
Yeah,
Sometimes memories
I
just need a little
the
help
only
getting out.
Warcraft based game that I played was WoW,
That's
right?
true.
World of Warcraft, and I didn't.
Huh. A little help.
At that time, I was so broke, I wasn't
know.
going to be paying for
Maybe Neku can
accounts
jog your
as
memory.
much, and since I was
Come on,
mainly
Ryan,
paying
let's go
for
find him.
a premium account to be able to play Ragnarok online, I was like, it's Ragnarok Online, which I already have like 4 years of input into and had my character at that time, versus WoW. I gave it a chance. I think I twinked out a level. I think I made a 29 twink Shaman Taurus, I believe. So I can run. And I think I'm saying a lot of these words wrong. It's not Warsong Gulch, whatever the battle thing is, and yeah, I think that's what I did playing. But I never played too much after that. I never went into anything after level 29. I think I went into the 30s bracket to do PvP, but I ended it at like 35. I've been playing Poker Championship. Sheesh. That's another thing that I never probably got into learning. It's just card games in general. Gym Rummy, poker, all these different things. Never had any input into like how to play them. I know it can be very complicated if you want to get really good at it, but I don't think I ever had a good selection of people that around me that played it, so I was just like, oh, I guess I'm not learning cards, or like anything that's kind of like remotely gambling. So maybe it was good for me to not learn them. You can now play Flick Rush, a fun card game. Oh look, a card game that I have to learn now. Is it gonna actually push me into Flick Rush? Okay, it isn't. Took me like 2 days to become rank 1 in the entire game. That's tight. Oh, that's super cool. That is super cool. Then you got a good brain for just like latching on to stuff. Then my rank fell because of my bad MG. What I kind of wanted to get into a little bit is like chess, because like that's easy to pick up, hard to master and everything like that. But I can dig chess a little bit. Know where I'm not good at it, but I just have memories of just like playing with my dad and everything like that. And it'd be like, oh, that seems like it'd be fun. I still even remember like the little glass chess set that we have. And then even just and it was even funny because like watching Bluey with my kids and everything, and the dad is trying to introduce Bluey to chess, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I probably don't have to. It was a good message to have. There we go.
Let's go.
Boom, boom. Let's go get him. Got him. I never played it. But still top 3. That top 3 is sick. Never played chess. Yeah, right? You take it or leave it, right? It's it's neat now. Well, I guess it's kind of neat, kind of in the same way that like poker is or any card game is. Now that there's an online scene that you can just pick up and just do a quick match. But I felt just chess was just fun but frustrating because if you don't get to see that person on the other side of the screen and see like their face or like how the stuff is, it just gets agitating. It's just like playing like old school game. I'm thinking of old school games like Halo 3 and then just getting just completely just rolled over and then them sending you an Xbox Live voiceover telling you you're trash. It's like,
But you know that I tricked you, right?
this is the good old
That guy
days.
in the black coat?
I have so many chips they
He said
become
I could bring
worthless.
him home. Me and my partner. But I had to bring you to him first.
What the hell is Neku doing?
No big deal. When it really mattered, you stood up for me.
Man, I really want a Pop-Tart right now.
Friends, right?
Do I have a Pop-Tart? No. I don't have any Pop-Tarts right now.
Oh, hey, Neku. This
I need to
here
get
is
I need to get a bunch from tomorrow.
Is she your game partner? No. Sorry. I'm teamed up with somebody else. Huh? What? Ryan!
I'm also got a game. See, I also got a game I'm waiting for to reset. Are you talking about like waiting for I don't want to say the economy, but like the season to reset so that everyone starts at like a base level just beginning? What the hell is this type of heartless monster?
Hey, wait! Out of my way!
I know there's a couple games that kind of run like that. I don't know if Tarkov runs like that. But those always kind of seem good. There was one that my buddy was telling me about that. He was like, oh, you should play this. And I was like, yeah. It sounded like cool, but then he was telling me that it was a kind of a build up your like, what do you call it? I forgot what that type of system is called. Holy hell. I want to say farmland, but what is that thing? What is that? Gangster Nation, I love it. Play it on and off for 10 years. Gangster Nation, I was gonna say, is that the... Oh, that's a neat little battle animation right there. That almost sounds like the old Facebook game. Or was it on Facebook or MySpace? It's an MMO? Oh. Alright. This is a very interesting boss. Oh, it's caught. So I'm pretty sure it's just like a develop a system plan that gets you money, that gives you funds, and you just buy almost like fortress building type of deals or fortress game or clans or gangs. And then I guess you click different features and buttons. Yeah, it sounds familiar to what I'm thinking of, which was an old. I think it was MySpace, but I'm pretty sure it was MySpace. But it's just a click game from what I remember, and it was just you just get more money. You have a power level, and then you're just ranked a bunch of different people. I'm just looking it up real quick. Yeah, this looks exactly like what I was thinking. It's like a text, it's like a text-based thing. So back in the day, it was called Mobsters on MySpace. That's what it was called. But this is kind of just like another version type deal of it. This is such a weird boss. Oh. Oh, I was gonna try to get out of that. I think that's a lot of damage. Alright. Let's go get this dude. These should open up potentially. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I dodged you. I hope that doesn't just completely kill me. Okay, at least it gives me a chance to potion out. My laptop keys broke. Some don't work anymore. Oh man, I feel ya. Damn it! I need to switch some of these keys, some of my remote control keys, so that I can pick my potions and skills a little bit better. I'm pretty sure there's something I can do to make that work better. Gosh dang darn it. Would you consider trying out Gangster Nation? It's an iPhone, or not iPhone, it's a mobile game, right? I said mobile, all weird. Like a nerd. Or I guess it doesn't have to be, because I guess you can, a lot of games these days you can just run off of like off of app emulation. I died quicker on that one. Mobile and PC. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm thinking Nox. That's what I'm thinking. Is Nox is an emulator that you could use for those for app games and everything like that. Let me take a quick look at it. Let me go and take a look at it so I can see. As I know if it's mainly just like text based. Man, that's one of the things that sucks too for that's one of the things that sucks too for a lot of games, is especially for myself, since I'm just I'll just call myself lazy at that point. If it doesn't have like a simple combat system, and I'm thinking combat like kind of like Kingdom Hearts, just mash X to hit and win. I usually don't do that great because it's kind of like those fortress building games or everything. It's like, oh man, you gotta like know like, you don't have to know, but you have to be like really on it about your strategy and everything to make a real difference in the game. So I can try it out definitely, but am I gonna be absolute trash? Of course I will be. That's to be expected almost. It's kind of extreme combat system. Hmm. As long as this fool doesn't do his little hammer trick, then I'll be fine. Which he should be right about ready to do his hammer trick again. Dang, he has this fool's arms. Oh, what in the hell's going on? Uh-oh. He's doing something weird. He's like smashing down through all these different levels. Alright, I got him. I finally got him. Maximum HP increase, deck and capacity increase. Sick. Do I have to beat him as Riku also? Is that how the game continues and progresses also? Because that'd be interesting. Oh, it actually shows where the room where his death spot is, which is cool. Oh, I guess it's not really his death spot. We just broke through the glass ceiling that was right there. Oh, how are we seeing?
Riku!
Oh, maybe we're not seeing them.
Hold on, Sora. Huh? Joshua.
Streamer, I like that.
Hello, Neku. How long the days without you?
In order to defeat the darkness, you have to go on a quest to find the power of the mystic
I'm glad you're okay.
Mungus.
Neku, do you know this guy?
I have a feeling there's a little lore behind there. If it's related to Kingdom Hearts or anything like that.
And
So,
why do you know my name?
oh, that's a
If
big
you'd
moth.
like to settle down for a sec, I'll field your questions one at a time. Let's start with Rhyme. I'm hanging on to her dreams for her.
Oh, so no. Oh, cool.
They're my portal.
I like that. I like using that to describe this
Let's just
adventure
say
that
her dreams
at least this game is that's
between
taking
worlds.
Sora through.
Oh,
Next question. How could I possibly know your name? Right?
But hey, welcome around
This
here.
town has a little secret.
I don't know if you're
It
new
only
around here.
appears when someone
Maybe,
out
maybe
there
not, or I'm
has
just
need
terrible
of
at
shelter.
remembering names. Or
I'll
it's
spare
also
you the
like 11
details,
o'clock at
but
night. But
right now it's made up of my
good to have you
dreams.
here, even if it's just for a
So
little bit.
Of course I know you. I dreamed you up. I know your best friend Riku too.
really? You know Riku?
Well, yeah. I'm kind of omniscient.
Then where is he?
It's 2 a.m. where I'm at.
He's
Oh,
right
so you're
inside
3
this
hours
projection.
ahead of me at the moment. So then
In
you're somewhere on
another
the East
imagining
Coast.
of this world.
You mean another Traverse Town? Can I get there with your portal
Why is
thing?
Riku backing
Sad
up?
to say, it won't work for you. My portal thing only opens for the one with Rhyme's dreams. In this projection, you're seeing another chain of events in another world trapped by the Dream Eaters.
Oh.
As for how the world got split in two, I have a feeling you'll need to ask.
Oh, he's talking to an organization dude.
Him again.
Who is the organization dude that's making all this happen on this one? Slowly observing me.
Who's that?
Oh. Young
Beat.
young Xehanort?
Shiki.
Huh.
Riku.
Skull noise. Oh, this is cool. Keyblade that provides a balance boost and strength to magic. Oh, might as well just give me and that's a level upgrade of my Keyblade then. So just doing that. Oh, what a weird world progression system. Oh, this is very cool background, but the world map. Use world map between worlds. You can choose between the entire choose your entry point as well. Okay, so it's a standard. Oh, but I guess because we don't have to use gummy ships because it's all in a dream, like state or whatever. World day will appear on the touchscreen each time you drop. The world dreamers and lucky item may change. Cool. Oh, forecast. That's what they're calling it. Use Street Pass exchange for link portals with other players. Yeah, we're not going to be Street Passing anybody here. Touch the portal button on the touch screen to place portals. Touch the portal button on the touch screen to place portals or manage portals you have received. Oh, I can place where I want to go to. Enter a nickname. Information can be viewed by others when you use exchange data. Nickname. We're gonna just do DT. Dental things. Got it. Street Pass has not been activated. Please don't activate it. And hey, what's up, Kevin? Be right back. I brushed the teeth. Hopefully everything goes right there. What's up, Kevin? Oh shoot! Oh, this is taking me to the next area. Les Cities de Cloaches? I don't know what place that is. The Grid, so that's Tron. Prankster's Paradise. Is this like Prankster's Paradise? Huh, that's weird. Interesting. And this is just straight up just regular Traverse Town. And it says complete with Sora, so things are different. So let me hit drop. See if I can go back there. Yo, what's up? You actually went to the orthodontist? My straight people? Dang. What would they do? So what did the old orthodontist say? What my little brackets do? More than likely, just change you out for new colors. Put a new arch wire in there. It's neat when they take them off. Definitely is. I had my braces on for like 5 years, so it's definitely a wonderful feeling to not have them on. But I want to make a video. I want to make a dental video about like braces. I want to do a lot more videos that's for the patient. I don't know if I want to keep it on this channel or if I want to make a new channel that's specifically for the patients and name it that, FTP, for the patients. And just make it an educational one as far as like what to expect, what's going to happen there. And then once I want to put out, like, I want to do ones like braces, but like if I do a brackets one, I want to put brackets on myself just because I want to kind of really involve myself into the whole thing again. So especially since I don't remember too hard how braces felt, especially since it's been like something like 16 years since I've had them. 2 of the brackets are broken. Oh, that sucks. It can happen, but it does suck that it did happen. Do doctors have the same knowledge with teeth compared to dentists? Oh, okay, like medical doctors and everything like that. So the word on the street, or kind of like the joke that we always say, is that medical doctors are just failed dentists. It's just medical doctors are doctors that couldn't tough it out to become a dentist. That's how we kind of like do like ha-has about it, because we just like poking at everyone else and everything like that. How does it do? Oh, mini games in there. Okay, I'll have to check that out for. Oh, you are totally right. I do not have my chat box up here. Thank you, Ivy. I don't know how I forgot that. Doctors say the exact opposite. Exactly. And so, usually in that case, the main thing that a medical doctor probably might have knowledge of when it comes to teeth is how many there are, but they probably won't remember at that point once they're in like practice and everything, like what labels they are. So it'll just be like, oh, they're gonna be like, you have 32 teeth, and they'll be like, oh, I know the names of the tooth, but like actually putting a number to them, giving them a number, they probably will just go eyes glaze over, and everything. So that's probably one thing. They would know their connections as far as like, oh, if if you say you have like a sinus issue, like a sinus pressure, but they're doing all their tests to see if you truly do have one or not, but there is no sign that it's a sinus involved thing, then it may be a dental thing. So at that point, they'll say, hey, I checked you, doesn't seem like a sinus problems, all your sinuses are cleared, all blah blah blah. You might want to go to your dentist to go and see if there's anything teeth related, because at a medical office they're not going to have one crucial diagnosing equipment, which is going to be x-rays. Now they might have if you go to like a larger hospital or a larger, mainly a larger hospital or facility where they have a X-ray machine. Usually, that X-ray machine is going to be something kind of large and mainly used to take X-rays of like limbs or chests or gastrointestinal areas, and that's cool and all. But with our specific dental X-rays, with how teeny tiny they can be, we can pinpoint and be like, okay, I just want a little snapshot of this area. This is the area right there next to the maxillary sinuses, and it looks like there's an abscess on tooth number 4 or tooth number 2, and those are in the correct areas to give you sinus pressure if there was an infection there because the tooth's dead or dying. So we have that. So it's just like anything. It's almost as if, oh, I'm gonna become a medical doctor, and then like you specialized as a dentist. It'd be neat if it all kind of just tracks like that, and it just splits off into all these different things. But that's why we like making fun of medical doctors. We just say, they're just failed dentists. So they just went to learn about the whole body instead of about all this. Apparently, I have to have surgery to get a tooth removed. I think we were talking about. About you were getting a tooth removed, and if I remember right, and I may not remember right, is that you have one of your canines are in a position that they have to like put a bracket on so that they can go and try to pull it down or pull it back into place or something like that. Usually in situations where you have all your teeth coming in, but there's not room for all of them. Usually we go and take one tooth out that's kind of like an extra tooth that you don't really need. It's just nice to have, which is your bicuspid or your premolar. That's two different names for the same tooth. And that's your tooth behind your canine. There's two of them, and there's two of them there. So usually they'll take either the first premolar, which is the one directly behind the vampire tooth, or your second premolar / second bicuspid, and that's going to be two behind your canine tooth. And usually they'll go and take, they'll make it symmetrical, so take one, take the other, take one, take the other, and then the other on the other side, and then they'll just take all the brackets and then pull it with chains, with these like rubber band like chains and wire ties and everything like that. But yeah, how do I remember that? It was a really big shot in the dark if I even got that right at all. Because I remember someone was saying something about it, and I was like, I might be on the money with what it is, but who knows? There's a few people that have come in and talked about my man. Don't listen to him. He loves candy. Hey, you shut your dirty mouth right there. Yeah, Flu is an OG. He's been here. He's been here since September 3rd of last year, which is about a little bit into me streaming. I know, right? We finally got a mod in the chat, but he creeps around here sometimes. He creeps around here and he'll just keep an eye on me, make sure I don't I'm not popping off saying old Xbox words that we used to use back in the day.
Yeah.
Yogi Ram recipe. But yeah, like I was saying, Kevin, I hide the rock in your gums. That's jacked up. You know that's messed up and real. I started off to work. Oh, sick. Hope you've been busy and everything's been good with you, bro. I know it's been a little bit, and it's also on my end too, because I'm just kind of have terrible timing for a lot of things. We're also on the opposite sides of the world too, but it's always cool to see you. How have you been? Hopefully you've been great. And Kevin, just like you were saying, like how could I remember that? I have like 2 or 3 people that have come and talked to me here, that have talked to me about them like getting braces on. One of them is Hestia. She got her braces on. She was asking me about like, hey, what am I to expect? Oh, they want to make room for these teeth, but they're gonna pull it out. What can I do? And so that's one of them. You're another one. Then your case. The only reason why I remember, here it is. This is why, because I don't remember people by like their face too much, barely by their name. Terrible with that. But if you tell me something about your teeth and like something you had done with them, or an incident that happened, usually I'll remember that really good. And so a funny thing that we always kind of make a joke about is like, oh, if a patient was ever come up to me and say, hey, don't you know me, I'm your patient, I would be like, yeah, you probably are, but how about you open that mouth? And then at that point I'll recognize you. It'll be like, oh, you're crown on number 5 and extraction of number 16. I remember you. Your x-rays are really hard to get and you have a gag reflex. So he will judge you. I won't lie. I will judge. But I judge I judge fairly. I'll say that. I have a fair judgment system. Come on, Riku. You're terrible at this. 3rd district. I'm known as the golf ball tooth. Yes, Trex, you are golf ball single tooth. I think you were like 300, maybe cresting 400 pounds. And what else were you telling me? What else was that first interaction that we had built on that? Oh, shoot, I forgot a little bit more, but I remember you had a whole script of things that we were learning. Well, I wonder if I can make a new spirit. I probably, okay, so I got that 6 to 8 feet tall. That's right. There was a lot of like in between stuff that we were discovering. There's a lot of this and that-ish type of deals. Okay, how the hell did I do this? I forgot how. Or can I just touch screen that? Street pass? No, don't street pass that. I know that. Oh, it's like left trigger. That's what it is. And then maybe I can shoot this there. Okay, that's not it. I think it's. That is left trigger or left R2. Remember to drop a like on the stream. Bad tooth karma for the future. Oh, the tooth karma is terrible. I almost want to put up on my. I almost want to put up on my door. What's it called? For like the solicitors and be like, hey, no solicitors or your teeth will be pulled. Or no soliciting if you want to keep your teeth. I think that's what I wanted to have the sign say. And I keep forgetting to tell my wife, hey, I want to make a jokey sign that says that, even though I know she will not dig it. It's funny for me. It makes me laugh. Okay, so that won't break that. Oh, and then Halloween is coming up too. What have we got, like 13, 14 days or so? I need to get my old tooth costume so that I can, I need to get my old tooth costume and dust it off. The whole body that I have is completely fine, but I need to redo the head portion and give it a new top. And I feel like I want to use gold fabric to act like it has a gold crown on it. Halloween is coming up. Have you free Febreze your tooth? Aww, you already knew it. But no, you actually have a good recommendation. I probably do need to heavily Febreze that costume and probably check it for bugs because it just sits in the garage right now. So you were totally right. And it was cool because I remember last time when I was live streaming that. Pata was on the stream too, and especially since I had a lot of Spanish-speaking trick-or-treaters come by, he was translating what they were saying, and it was so cool to have that go on. I would love to. Oh, I have decorations that I need to put up still too. 17 days, and they're all in the garage. I need to go up into the garage and get them out. It's like a big spider. Something. Usually what I end up doing, if there wasn't so many damn mosquitoes right there, usually what I would be doing is putting my projector in my driveway and projecting like spooky mirror things or whatever onto my garage, and then I would just stand in the middle of the street because there's no car traffic that goes through our court area, and just wait for trick-or-treaters to come by. But I do need to stockpile candy. Let's see, when is my payday, so I know if I can get that happening. So it's gonna be on a Thursday, so I can stockpile candy tomorrow, get that by and then get all the candy probably by next Friday, and I can pass out stuff there. Oh, I never done it yet. Do you? You're actually right, Trexa. Now that's what I was gonna say. I miss Poda. Yeah, I miss him too. Have I ever y'all should see his costume. It's so funny. With handing out stuff, I always wanted to hand out floss, but also I know my house is gonna get egged if I do hand out dental stuff. But I'm pretty sure I can get off of Amazon like a 72 pack of trial floss or something, because there's no way I'm gonna get more than 72 kids coming over to my neck of the woods. Another thing that sucks is that my whole like court area, no one puts up Halloween stuff. So usually when people pass by, it's just a dark row of houses and no one's coming in. So it's like I'm the only one on the street. They're only gonna come in here like 6 houses deep just to come to get some floss. They're gonna get pissed. Exactly. You know, he hid floss for candy. And then Ivy over here is like candy and floss together. See, I can pack those. Ooh. Like, what's a really hard candy to get off or out of your teeth? It'd be like Now and Laters or Tootsie Rolls. I was thinking like a candy apple lollipop or something like that. Those would be good to pair up with like with floss. Not to see. Ooh, I can just straight up just hand out teeth. That'd be so disturbing. I should totally do it. Because I have a tooth graveyard. Essentially just like I have Starburst would probably work out fine too. I have a tooth graveyard, which is just usually our denture teeth come in cards, and if you're there's some cases where you only need like 1 or like 3 teeth off of a card of like 10, so the rest of those extra teeth will just go into a graveyard. And if I just like, oh, here's like a Starburst, and then like put a molar in with it, just sneak it in there, and then when they get home and they go and throw out their candy out into there, ooh, and I should stain them, like I should stain the inside or the underside of that denture tooth like red, as if it like was an extraction and pulled. Oh, I would get on the news. Oh, this whole area of mine would get on the news. Like, oh, that'd be disturbing. I'm gonna talk to my buddy tomorrow. I'm just gonna be like, hey, what do you think of this idea? How psychotic is it? He is evil. I'm functionally evil. I do it to make statements. But yes, I'm definitely. It's definitely not safe if it's teeth related around me. They should think you're a serial killer. See, we haven't had as many of them around, and I feel like we're due. And if I have to fill that role by stuffing people's candy bags with a synthetically bloody molar, I think it'll be fine. It's better than having killer clowns roaming around like we did back in like 2014, 2015. And it's not like I'm acting like Jack Skellington and slipping little teeth into kids' stockings on Christmas. That'll be fine. This is the area that I need to go to. I was like, where the hell's the door? Finally, I found it. You don't get to fix my teeth. Secretly pragmatic. Yeah. Cotton candy, but it doesn't dissolve. That is true evil. I can dig that. Cotton candy that doesn't dissolve. What would I even call that? Am I just giving people cotton at that point? One house my owner used to make candy fingers. Kind of like that idea. I kind of like the candy fingers deal, because I can make like chocolate teeth, so it's not going to be hygienic, and I know people are just going to straight up throw it off, or throw it away, because I can get meltable white chocolate and just put them in molds and put a little like strawberry glaze around the root tips like it is an extracted tooth. Which sounds even funner now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, they're gonna get super paranoid around here. The thing is, they're gonna be able to figure out like, oh, some lunatic has been giving out teeth in this area region, and they're gonna come lock me up. What about a raw egg? That raw egg's gonna go straight onto my house if I do that.
Sorry.
That did not sound like Riku. Open. Is there something still here? Oh, there is. Due to modern Baba Yaga. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. I do want the teeth. If I could make my house themed dentally, like as if it was like what's it called, like a scary dental office or something like that, and put like the hand pieces winding, wine sound, I would totally do it. But I guess there wouldn't be anything terribly bad about it. There'd just be less people that come to our house. And is that such a bad idea? I don't think so. I think that might even be even better that we have less traffic around here. Oh, you suckerfish. Can I get it to hit? Boop. Maybe that'll work. Hey, it worked. Imagine you just leave a bowl of teeth and have the sign that says take one. Oh, that's so good. Hold on. Because essentially, the juice stuff. Because essentially, this is exactly what, like you guys are saying. This guy can have a couple broken cards here, but if I was just like take one of these 41Js that I got here and everything, and I could just take a set of these apart, glaze the edges so that they look like they have just glaze the edges so it looks like it's just a fresh extracted tooth and everything. I like that. I like the idea. I like the idea of I can have two bowls and it'd be like just pick one. So it's not like I'm forcing them to pick the tooth. It's not like I'm forcing them to, hey, just take a tooth home. Just freak out your ma, your pa. But if you want to go and choose the Starburst in the other bowl, that's fine. But if you're a real trick-or-treater of culture, you might want to go and get a Starburst, maybe get a number 8 or a number 9 tooth, and have fun with it. Slip it into your neighbor's bag. Slip it into your homie's trick-or-treat bag before they go home. If you're an eccentric kid, right? If you got class, you take that, break the mold. It's terrible. See, this is why I was never meant to. This is why I was never meant to have friends, because it just goes all bad in every way. People don't get hurt; they just get worried. There are so many heartless around here. Come on, get up. Alright. Come on, let's go to the next cutscene, which should start up in here. Oh. This game has, oh, I guess I should expect that, because they all do. Oh, it's a big old Bow Wow over here. Is this area closed? Am I not able to get into this area yet? Or at all? Huh. I love you, Tooth Freak. Yeah. There's definitely I definitely found my place in the world because I would be bored doing anything else, I'm sure. Except probably for Mortician. I'd probably be digging that job if I did. Take it easy, man. Definitely. I choose the third option. What the hell's the third option, troll? Because if you have anything good for the third option, I'll take suggestions. What could I make for a third option? No, not that. I'm not that rich. I was thinking like candy apples. Or would be, see, a lot of the food-based things where it's like, oh, I would like to do like all these things, but for Halloween it's not really good to make your own like edible treat and hand it out on Halloween. It's just not safe, right? It's got to be wrapped, or else everyone's stuffing razor blades in every nook and cranny of an Oreo cookie sandwich. I don't know about the third option. An arm. This is too funny. Metals? A metal shop? What the hell's a metal shop? Okay, I can see that, yeah. Oh, what was the thing? Why is there two Moogles here? Check in right here for Flick Rush. You need to have 3 spirits in your party to enter Kapu. Oh, I need to make more spirits too. Spiritu. My first couple baby teeth. I made this weird Play-Doh jaw and plopped my baby teeth in it. My sister threw it away at the time. I think it was like 5. That is super cool. That is a super cool thing to think about or to have. Like, I have my kids' baby teeth, and of course I'm gonna do something weird with them, but I want to make them, once they lose all their baby teeth, I want to make their baby teeth into a denture, which is very disturbing. But I want to make a denture out of their baby teeth so they can have a replica of like what their mouth used to look like. You know, serial killer like aspirations. Troy's disposition has changed to wingman. Hold on, that's cool. Done. 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 I don't know why I wasn't able to do that for a moment there. Oh, let's see. To create your own candy from houses were either trash or really... That is true. It would probably fall into the trash category, absolutely. Choose candy or choose your own teeth or choose a toothbrush because no, Russian roulette style, nobody can choose. You know, I accidentally Googled what a baby skull looks like. So many teeth. Accidentally is the real word. Yeah, the picture of a child's skull, and it shows like all their primary teeth, their baby teeth, and then it shows the permanent teeth that are like sitting right above it, is a very neat observation. And it shows that, and even with that, being able to see that child's skull and everything like that, which I can bring up right here. Let me go and make this a disturbing screen. Child's skull with teeth. You can tell kind of their age. Can I just do this? Oh, I could, but that it doesn't really work out too much. So let's save this image. It's a JPEG. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? All right, there it is. All right, so disturbing and everything. I get that, right? But we are near Halloween, so scare us, right? So we have a skull, right? And you'd be like, oh, that is super creepy. That is a child's skull. But what else do you think I can figure out about this child's skull from this picture? Could you guys guess what I could probably figure out? Based on my knowledge of dental things. One look at my face should scare you. That's funny. What do you think I can figure out about this skull just from my dental knowledge? Why are there cracks in the skull? Depending on the cracks. So, oh, I should be the most top thing here. Okay, so I'm gonna be floating around here, right? So these cracks that are in this direction, these are cracks that are sutures that make up your skull. So you have the parietal, plate over here. Further on beyond my finger is going to be where your frontal bone is. Down here is going to be your temporal bone. You're going to have your ethmoid bone. A bunch of these bones, they just go and fuse together to create your skull and everything. It's kind of what a skull naturally does and everything, and all. You have some issues that are developing right here in this section. A lot of your skull and everything is symmetrically kind of broken in half, and they just fuse together over your time. The main thing that I can gather though from this image of the skull is this child's age. Yeah, they join together as you age up, your bones are kind of separated, and they're not super separated, but they're just like neighbors to each other, and they kind of like butt up against each other, but they don't have that binding connection. And so as your skull ages and everything moves and things grow and everything, they finally bind together and create sutures where they're interlocked and they hold. With this, well, like I was mentioning, we can tell the person's age through this image right here. So what we look at is, what are the existing teeth in this person's mouth? Because that's where we start off, by knowing their general range of age. And so I can see over here we have, oh, I don't want to move that one. I want to move me. I don't want to move that one. I want to move me. There we go. So we have a couple teeth here that are showing. One of them is going to be this molar that's all the way back here at the bottom. That molar is going to be the child's second primary molar, and which usually comes in at about the age of about 36 months, so about 3 years old, maybe a little bit more. It can be about anywhere from the range of 36 months to 48 months, which means between the age of 3 and 4. So we at least know that they have that, so they're more than likely older than the age of 4. Cool. Another thing that we look forward to along those ranges is what teeth are next in line. And so we go over here to one of these teeth that's super high up there right next to the nostril. If you think, man, that thing is just really massively up there, well, it should be, because it's your canine tooth, your vampire tooth. And where it's starting up here is right about where the root tip, where the top of the tooth is to the bottom of the tooth is going to be right in this section area. A fun thing if you ever get a filling done or an extraction, something worked on that involves your upper canine tooth on either side, if your doctor goes and numbs it really good, usually what will happen, which is a fun thing, is your nostril on that side will get numb, but also sometimes your lower eyelid will get numb too. It's just a cool thing. But you can see that this canine tooth that's up here, it's super far up there. Usually the canine tooth comes out at either the age of 9 or the age of about 11 and a half. So we know that they're nowhere close to being that because this has a lot of time to travel. So we can probably say that this person's probably on the 11-year-old track, and they're definitely not there yet. Another thing that we can see all the way over here, and I'm gonna have to go and really blow up this screen, is, and now I'm just a freaking floating head, is, boop, this little bitty right here. This guy is going to be a first molar that is going to be coming into this child's skull. Now, the reason why I say that it's coming in is because this little ledge that I'm tracking with my finger right here is your ridge of your jawbone for the lower. So usually it's going to be a couple layers. It's going to be your jawbone, like I'm pointing right here. You'll have your gum tissue, your gingiva stacked on top of that, and then you'll have your tooth poking out doing its own little thing. What about the wisdom teeth? Fun thing. Depending on what time you are in your life and everything, your wisdom tooth is going to be a little bud that's going to probably be developing right behind this, and it's going to be underneath inside this whole little track of jawbone that we have here. But with that, let me go and make me a little bit bigger. But with this little spot, this is where the wisdom tooth would be. It starts budding really kind of late. You'll start seeing like remnants of it being built at about the age of about 12. We don't usually recommend getting them taken out until at least like 16, because at that point, instead of it just being just this little heart-shaped looking tooth head, it's going to have roots. And it's important for it to have roots because it makes it easier to take out, because it's just... there's something to grab onto, because if you try to take it out, and usually we use special instruments to luxate or to lift it up, and it'll just spin in place like Sonic if you don't have these helpful other roots and everything. So with this tooth right here, this molar as a permanent molar, this would usually tell us, oh, if it's a permanent molar, they're at least 6 years old. At the age of 6, you get your first permanent molar, which would be on the lower, usually going to be on your lower half. So that's where we have this one, and more likely we have one all the way on the other side because it's kind of symmetrical. Then that would tell you that they're at least 6 years old. Okay, cool, they're 6 years old. What else can tell us their age? Well, when they're losing certain teeth is another one that we can go and tell. So we can look at these two teeth that are over here in the front, where this is tooth number 8, off the screen where I'm pointing, and then there's tooth number 9. These are what we would really call baby teeth. So we don't call them 8 or 9, we label them by a letter. Where 8 and 9 are, your true adult front teeth, is all the way up here right underneath their nose. So you can see that these are still having some time before they come out and push these out of the way. Now, fun thing with that is that means that this person is about the age of about 7 years old or so, because they haven't lost these two teeth yet. Usually they get lost at about the age of like 6 if you're an early bloomer, 7 if you're on track, 8 if you're a late bloomer. And so at that point, these two teeth have just a smidge amount of time before that bone that's holding that tooth is not able to hold the tooth. And the reason why it's not able to hold the tooth after a bit is because this upper tooth is going to be starting to push and eat away at the bottom of this tooth, the root tip, and then it'll just get loose right here and just boop, pop out. So this tells us that if these two teeth have not popped out just yet, that they're about maybe 6.5, possibly 7. So we know at this point this child was at least 7 years old when they about 6.5, 7 years old when they died. Other things that you can tell is their origin by looking at the teeth. You can kind of see some aspects to where they reigned, where they grew up in. Some things that kind of stick out to me is like this lateral tooth right here. This is a baby tooth lateral, but it looks really small compared to these big tooth. This big tooth is kind of a normal size, but this tooth right here would be at least 2/3 of this size. So if this was going to be that big, this one should be about that much bigger, about that big too. A little bit larger than what that one is, which tells me that this person possibly has a peg lateral. This peg lateral usually happens in peg laterals usually happen in European descents, so you can kind of get back to basics where it's like, oh, now we have a European potential history that comes with it. You can see some people that have pterodont-like teeth. That means that their tooth looks normal on the outside, but if we were to take a slice it in half, or if we were to take an x-ray of it, the inside would be a lot more hollow, and it would be a lot more hollow and elongated. It's a trip what you can find out from teeth and everything. That's why they have like the specialists of being able to they have specialty fields of forensics and such, because there's so much that you can find out about teeth and not classify, but just figure out people from what their teeth are doing, what those teeth do. My main thing that I was trying to do here was create a spirit, but then I got on to talking about teeth, so I just lost it. So how come tribes have super good teeth compared to normal teeth? It's all dependent upon their diet. So if that tribe is not... we all have a germ in our mouth called Streptococcus mutans, and that germ in our mouth, that bacteria, is just sitting around waiting to get fed. Now, it doesn't just wait for anything to feed on. It really is waiting for sugars, complex carbohydrates, lactose. So there's another one that's called lactose bacilli. That's a rod-shaped bacteria, and it also is waiting for lactose-based type of food to come into your mouth, and if it does get introduced to that food, it will eat the food and it will digest the food, and just like humans, it will poop out that food, and their poop is really acidic, and that's where the whole concept behind cavities come in, is because a germ in our mouth finally got some food and went poop on our teeth, and we didn't brush it off, or it's constantly pooping on our teeth and causes the hole because it's so acidic. And those tribes are not getting introduced to a lot of these crazy sugars, high fructose corn syrup, complex carbohydrates. They have a really lean diet, and they also may have situations where their water source that they're getting, the source of water where they get their water from, might naturally have higher amounts of fluoride in it. And there's a sweet spot for fluoride where it's like you can have a little bit in your water system and everything's good, and you drink it as a child, so that means your teeth are really nourished and enriched in that fluoride, and it makes them super strong, and they get great teeth from here on out. But then there's regions of the world where there's naturally occurring fluoride in their water system, but it's way too saturated in there. Where, let's say, naturally what we put in our water system, let's say our county puts fluoride in our water, and usually if you were to go and get a liter of water, you would have 0.07 parts per million fluoride in there, which would be, if you were to try to figure that out, it's if you filled up your whole bathtub and put 1 drop of fluoride liquid in there, that's how much fluoride would be in your water. Very small, tiny amount. Well, in their water system, in naturally occurring areas where there's a lot of them in India, there's a good amount in Africa, they have super high amounts where instead of 0.07 parts per million, they got like 23. No points, it's 23 parts per million, which is like a crazy exponential amount versus what we regulate and give out a little bit. So the harmful side of that is that since there's too much fluoride, it causes your bones to you can call me Miller. I go by Miller, which I just go by my last name. But if you want to call me DT, dental things, yo dental, yo teach, anything, you can always do that. Hey tech. But in that case, because there's so much fluoride in their bodies getting introduced to it through their growing days, their bones soften, and their bones soften, and they recalcify in a weird bowed direction. So instead of having bones that would just be straight like they probably should be, they're gonna have a little bit of a cant, a little bit of a bend to them, and it affects their body in a bad way too. So there's good and bad things to it, but damn well it's a rough road to have to walk down. Let's see. Oh, what time is it? 11:48. Okay, switch spirits. I don't have any other spirits. I want to make a spirit. Waking Dream. What does this cost me? Does it cost me anything? Link points. Okay. I have a good amount of link points. 123. But I do want to... yeah, let's see. Grants you the ability as shown. Waking Dream. Okay, cool. Grants you the combat command shown. Confuse. Grants you dark screen. Zero gravity. Checkpoint links? That's weird. And zero gravity. Fusion block, attack boost, magic case. Ooh, that's cool. Dark screen, checkpoint, and confusion strike. Do you ever get trolls? Well, I got a dude that's named Troll in my chat. But yeah, there are some trolls that will roll by on chat and kind of mess with me, especially like in the early days when I started it all. There'd be a few that would jump in. Oh, and it was so funny the way that they did it. It was like they just roll in here and they'd be like, what's the proper way to poop in the bathroom? And I just rolled with it. I was like, hey, the best way is to go and have your front towards the reservoir on the back, so that you can go and prop up anything and just play it or whatever. And I'm like, I'm gonna roll with it. If it's tasteful, if we can make fun with this. And then after a bit, they would start asking about dental things. And then they would ask like weird things about dental, and try to answer as professional as I can. I haven't really needed to ban anyone or pull anyone out. There's this one dude. It was a weird one. It was like a dude that like plays Roblox that came in, and he brought like 7 people with him, and they kind of started trying to troll at the beginning, and yeah, they were trying to troll me at the beginning, and I was like, okay guys, something. I was playing Kingdom Hearts, probably Birth by Sleep or something like that. And I forgot what it was. I think I had one of like my mods at the time, or my mods now, but they were just my buddies at the time. I didn't mod them yet, and they helped kind of calm the fire down. But then the dude was like, "Hey, you're making a big mistake. I got a bunch of followers. This is not something that you should do. I could have gotten you more exposure." And I'm like, "Oh, that was a weird occurrence." I ended up looking up his account. Fool's got like 27,000 subscribers. I'm like, I don't know, it just threw me off. I was just like, he was just trolling off the bat. Yeah, I remember when you first came in, you were kind of trolling a bit, and it's fun. I like playing around with that. I was a teacher, so my students would troll me in person all the time. So just, you get to a point where you kind of have to throw back what you're given, and it's cool because especially with the youth of today, Man, some of them are super witty. And I was never quick on my feet to like the games that have like, oh, let's just clown on each other and everything like that. So I definitely built up a little bit more of that being a teacher, and it was fun. It definitely was fun. Huh. But apart from that, I that's what I think. I think it's tasteful. Wasn't that person like super rude, Ivy? Yeah, they were rude over at that time, and I forgot who went and someone was banning the people. Someone was banning or suspending the people that he brought in, but it wasn't never him. It was never the main dude. But after a bit, after a couple of his little buddies got banned, and then he was just like, "Hey, you shouldn't do that." Blah 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 blah. Because it was just like a little like 7-person raid, and it was on the YouTube side, which was weird because there's unless I had my screen up to moderate it myself, I was just like, oh shoot, they're kind of going a little crazy here. They're kind of saying a little bit of rough stuff, and then we started putting them down. Okay, I want to make a spirit. And for some reason, I do not remember how to make a spirit. Bond to the spirits, create new ones, and change your party members. Yeah, I want to create a new one. How do I go and create a new buddy? Menu? Oh, there it is. Okay. Change party, create spirits. There it is. I just needed to remember that X and Y are switched here. A lot of times when meeting people on YouTube, I troll a bit to see if they're cool. Sometimes I get bad. That's funny. Yeah, usually like I have my sister like watching over the Twitch side in case like people start getting rowdy over there. I really don't get people over on the Twitch side like nearly at all. On the YouTube side, it's much different. I rarely get people that are just like too crazy, like at all. It was only that one time. Or it's almost like a instance where it's like, oh yeah, and she's over here on the YouTube side as well. On the YouTube side, there's a couple people that are just telling me like, oh, in my village, when there's dental work that needs to be done on you, since we don't have access to it, we just get like the local's motorbike and we tie like string or floss to the tooth, and then they just go and just extract the tooth that way. I was like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty crazy, but hey, you guys found a way to make it work. So it's funny. Another mod spotted. Yeah, she's usually chatting on the Twitch side, but she has her eyes on like everything somehow, even though she should be asleep. But what am I saying? I should be asleep too, probably. Okay, so I need a couple more of these figments to make these dudes. I already have him. What is this? Oh, it's a ram. Nobody rams like a ram does. That's funny. And rank E, level 5. And what's this? Create spirits with materials that you have. Can I just like make a random one? Oh, that's new. When a spoofy spook isn't pretending to the predator tries to grab the real ones. What is this? A Jestabaki? Let's make that one. Command. Let's go and give it a potion. Create spirit. Yay! Get a new spirit. I am tired. You said you only got 2 mods, right? I think I might have another one. Dude, I ordered food earlier. It was awful. The food was awful? Really? That's weird. Jestabaki. Picky Eater. Thunderstorm. Oh, that's cool. Gives you give it a new spirit name. I don't really want to. I'll just keep it its regular name. Looks like you and Jestabaki are off to a great start. That's cool. Alright, I got another dude. it's weird because it doesn't show them here, so it's cool that I'm able to kind of make them off on out of nowhere. And let's do Prickle Mane and give him a potion too. Create the spirit. Got golden arches. The burger tasted like soap. Ew, that's terrible. Oh, this one's cute. Shining hammer. Looks like you're off to a great start. Yay, I got 3 dream eaters now. Right? Can I pet them all? Or does it just only let me pick one? I can snap a photo. Alright. So, now that I have that... Oh, I don't have my spirit set. Change party. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. Change party. I ate Chinese food today. Oh, it's... Sometimes that's tasty. Sometimes I don't dig it as much. Okay, there we go. Oh, I can go and give head pats to them all. Yeah, I'm probably gonna head to bed right now too. I'm getting tired also. Let me go and save, which I know I have a save spot. Oh, this is so cool. I got 2. Where's my other dude? Or maybe he comes in if one of them dies. That makes sense. Alright, yeah, I'm in the same boat too then. Is it 12? Oh, it's about to turn 12. Oh, sick, that means I'm about to get paid too. Yay! Alright. But thanks for keeping me, I would say busy. Yeah, we are busy. Thanks for keeping me company. That's what I meant. Thanks for keeping me company. Yeah, you take it easy. Have a good night, and we'll see you whenever the hell I start streaming again. I think tomorrow I'm gonna make a video, so I'm gonna probably live stream me recording the video. So maybe that might happen. We'll see. I think the minigame one before the next world has a really good attack if you want to get the first place. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna have to remember that. I have to remember that tomorrow with that too. Alright.